Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians. Aries here with a video. Today was one of those days where it's my day of rest. That means I don't do anything. This is the day I sit around and be like, books, video games, music, drink coffee, or as my friend Angela once said, coffee! Yes, I get to do whatever I want today as it's my day of rest. So anyways, I'm not doing too bad today. I'm still worried about Anna. I'm hoping Anna saw my videos. I'm worried about her, but I know also Filipinos get angry, and you gotta give them some time to relax. So anyways, today is my day of rest. I got up around 8:30. I slept pretty good. I fell asleep during my movie again, and I keep thinking, me and Aaron's gonna have to watch it together. That's the only way I can get it done. So he's like, messages me, and he's like, finally, after I message him, I'm like, yeah, I'm waiting for you, and, what happened? Oh, it was up at 7. And I'm like, 7? What the hell? 7? I got up at 8:30. One day I messaged him. He ripped me a new one. He didn't want to be up till like 8:30. He's like, so I finally said, okay. I said, message me. What's he do? Oh, well, I didn't think about it. And, you can message me. So I finally messaged him. I got everything done. And I decided to go and after we walked the dogs, he already walked Moppy. He's like, yeah, Moppy wanted at 8:30. Well, why didn't you message me? I was up at 8:30. Yeah, but you needed your hot cup of coffee. So finally, we didn't talk at all today. Didn't talk about his game, or he didn't do anything. We're just walking along, and I'm like, Finally, we get the dog walk done, and I say, yeah, gotta go home, make lunch. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Oh, and talk about rude people. And since this is a short video update for now, I'm getting tired of the damn management here allowing idiots to leave their trash right outside the dumpster. These kids, they send out these kids that can't even toss trash in. And then this happens, that happens, and then I go around, it's like, being a good citizen, I clean up after it. And then I'm like, oh, why'd you do that? Because, and then you got people walking around that throw trash everywhere, and it makes the property look like trashy. But it seems our management here don't give two damns. They're lazy as hell. And if they don't have to do anything, fine. Let the lawn grow for 10 days and then go brrrr. Meanwhile, it looks like trash. It looks like this place is becoming a trash heap. So anyways, I got that picked up, got everything done. Went in, had lunch. I went out and emptied my pot. My soup went bad because I ate 2 days worth. I didn't eat the third day because I was in town yesterday. As you all know, I had Dairy Queen, which was really good. But anyways, so I'm sitting there and I'm like, So I made lunch, and then I ate my apple after lunch. I have ramen noodles and an apple. The apple's so small that I figure, after my video, I'll crack open another apple because I cut them into little sections, and I sit there and eat them. And, then afterwards I clean the cutting board, and I put the cutting board away. I clean the knife, I put that away, I do everything, strain it, wash it. And then I'm thinking, I still got my Bible to do, my other Bible to do, which I read Psalms after the first Bible. Today's Bible lesson is Colossians, which I believe is 4 or 5 chapters. I mean, I finished Philippians, which Philippians talks about God being in human form. Oh, and I want to share with you something. So give me 1 second. There's a book that caught my eye that Aaron got me in the past. It's called the World Bible Handbook. Look how small this is. Anyways, it talks about Genesis to Revelations, and theologies and briefs, charts, etc., contents. And it just caught my eye. There was like 400 pages of useful info. And as a minister, I'm thinking, this is going to be very cool, and it's compact enough that I can take it with, which By the way, talking about books for a second, I prefer compact things anyways. I mean, my phone's small, but, it's perfect size for me, Um, but yes, anyways, this book looks really good. I might start reading it soon. I'm hoping, like I said, Annie messages me soon. She's like in deep think mode, so I'm always deep thinking too about her. I worry about her. Heck, like I said yesterday at the therapist's office, she's like, "So, tell me about Anna." Here's a picture of her. Oh, she's so adorable and cute. And let me tell you, with a lady who's French Polynesian, that's saying something right there, And then, they're like, you're talking like, oh yeah, to your primary doctor, like for example. And then she's sitting there and she's like, so, tell me about your girl. She's Filipino. Oh, like me. You got a picture? Here, let me show you my dogs. My wife is, my darling wife, Anna, is not a dog. Oh, she's so beautiful, more beautiful than me. I'm like, yeah, because you're in your 40s or 50s. You're a crusty old Filipino that came over and became a doctor. And, no offense, but the doctor knows what she's doing. I mean, she just looked at me and she just, but I do want to see a podiatrist eventually. So I'm going to go over her head probably and do it. Oh, and the funny thing is yesterday, talking about girl things, we're on the bus and we're sitting there like this. And I'm reading my book, and there's this guy who was a lieutenant in Vietnam, and he asked me about my dad, and I'm like, yeah, Korea and Vietnam. Oh, really? And I told him, he's like, damn, that's some good stuff. Anyways, we're sitting there, and he pulls up to the community health center in the town that, He's like, yeah, I gotta go see such and such. I turned around, tell her I said hi, by the way, and he looks at me. You know her? Yes, let's just say I'm only her transgendered patient. All right, so as we're getting on the bus, he says, she needs you to make an appointment. That's all right. Thing is I fired her because, for one, we didn't know we can get to that appointment, and two is differently. So sometimes it's interesting when you get books that are hardbound. Oh, and this must be a really old book because the price tag in this hardbound book was, $10.95 in America. So nowadays a book like this would be like a lot of moolah, When you look at it, it'll tell you exactly like when the book was published too, Say, Waco, Texas, produced in 1982. So in 1982, this book was $10.95. Go figure. So. Anyways, today's plan is, after I got lunch done, I'm going to crack open an apple and I'm done. I'm going to read some Bible. I'm going to do my Bible scripture. I can't do much today. It's my day of rest. But I wanted to share this with you. It keeps eyeing me in my closet, and I'm curious to know, what is it about, what does it talk about? Because is this a short version of the Bible, easier to understand, or is it more of a Bible commentary in different words? I have a Bible commentary already that's got one volume, which is okay for one volume, but in my humble opinion, I don't like it being one volume. It should be more. So, and then on top of this, there's a guy that I want to talk about for a second. He got banned because he thinks that I am a sad sight of a woman for not liking penis. And I got Annie, and I am only devoted to Annie, so I don't just run around and say, oh yes, no, I don't. I don't like penis. I don't like touching my penis. I don't like touching anyone else's because it's nasty. And four, I don't even want to think about it. When some guy asks me that, it's auto ban. When some guy says, oh, show me your boobs, auto ban. I'm getting to the point where I'm almost 40 years old, where if I sit there and say something to another girl, it is different. Annie and I are together. I don't just sit around all day and be, messaging girls or guys or something. I mean, right now my message log, since Annie's always thinking of talking to girls, is this, and I got it synchronized to a phone. There's Annie. There's my friend Bill, who's a cigar smoker. There's my sister Teddy. There's cousin Camilla, who we were talking about clothing and Hello Kitty. There's Aya, my aunt. There's my uncle Jeff. There's Aaron, and then there's my neighbor downstairs, Patty. That's my directory. That's it. That's who I talk to right now. I don't talk to anyone else. There is a woman who's messaged me from time to time who's not been flirting with me. I told her the whole situation with me and Annie. She's Australian, and by the way, I know Australians pretty well. I lived there for 4 years. And I'm not going to say yay or nay, but when it comes to Australians, they understand better than most. So technically, when I explained it, they're very devoted to their family and their partners. So I basically said, hey, I'm just looking for friends. I don't want anything more. That's what I was saying to other people, but, my missus assumes I'm, running around, as I call it, my missus, in the eyes of God, not on paper, but in the eyes of God, I'm together with Annie, married to Annie, in the eyes of God, not on paper. But I'm devoted to Annie. But Annie thinks I'm flirting and cheating on her, which I'm not. Like I said, lately I've had some problems, and I'm not going to go into the problems, but my best friend Aaron and I, we're not speaking on full terms yet. It's like, oh yes, I'm going out to help you and protect you. You didn't protect me yesterday, Aaron, when you went and got hamburgers. I got kicked out early. Doctor's like, oh yes, everything's good, therapist, doctor, etc. I got out and I'm walking down the street wearing a Hello Kitty thing, and I say, hello ma'am, hello ma'am, hello ma'am. I get past and I get all the way to the hospital clinic, and there's Aaron with little Moppy, and then he's like, I came to protect you. Yeah, okay, you came to protect me, and if I was going to be on the bus for 1 hour, one way, traveling into town, I would expect him to sit there and say, so anyways, what do you want on your burger? Oh yeah, let's chat. Said, oh yeah, this is a great book, Rita, you'd like it. And that's the whole thing. I had a book too, just in case. I had my book, my perfume, what do you call it? I can't remember. My perfume, my brush, and my book, my bubble gum, and some lollipops. We didn't talk. We got off the bus, and he's like, come on, Rita, we're going to make it here. So we walked up the hill, around the corner, down a bit. There it is. We go in, we're sitting down, and we're like, yes, I was early, so she took me early. And then he leaves. Oh, well, I'm going to go look around. Doesn't even say where he went. He just says, oh, yeah, and then, as soon as I get done early, I'm walking up to him, and what happens? I see him. So anyways, you're here early, so we went and sat down in the park next to the hospital clinic, had lunch, and conversed. But I conversed about the appointment. He's like, Finally, time comes, we got some soda, a couple of drinks, the lemonades. Sat down there, tried to explain a few things, yeah. Finally got on the bus to go home, nothing. Then we found out the lady on the bus was the rude, crude one that sits there in a double-wide wheelchair. She's like, out of my way, a-hole! Hey, F-head, move it! And all this stuff. Well, she was so vulgar to one of the passengers that on the way home, she was screaming and yelling at the bus driver. The bus driver turned on music to drown everything out, hurting my ears, but at the same time, I was like, oh, yeah, I know her. And, then when I was leaving, people like you shouldn't be on these buses. It's for disabled. Bus driver's like the woman's walking cane. I don't care. I come first. Mother effing F-head twit, mother effing, swearing under her breath and everything else. And he's like, calm down. She's like, anyway, that's a faggot. He was about to throw her off. He's like, next, he's even putting in a report that she shouldn't be even writing, And she's got this Mexican daughter with her, or granddaughter, caretaker, who's sitting there like, yeah, so true. I finally got off the bus close to where I am at home, because we asked the bus driver, hey, Can you drop us off closest enough as here? Yeah. So from there, we just walked around the corner and up my street, and he's like, well, I'm doing it anyways because your friend's got a service dog, and I don't want his paws roasting at 104. So Moppy got home. Aaron was going to bring the basket, but he forgot to. And besides that, the bus driver was just like, But, so anyways, I got all that done, as you know, and we got in, and I took a nap after I did my video. But, yeah, right now I'm worried about Anna. I'm going to do my Bible time. I should sit down one of these days and break this open and read it just to see what it is. Because it's going to be an interesting book. I've been looking at this as my future read, And Aaron, talking about books, right? He's sitting there, and he's like, oh yeah, this guy's from Seattle. You're going to love it. You can read it next. And I'm like, I haven't finished my fly fishing book. Oh, well, after that. And I said, you gave me Ben-Hur to read. Oh, yeah, but before that, you can read this. This is a short read. I read it one day. Well, a little after a day. You finished it today, I think. I'm like, no, my books are my time. I'm not going to read something I'm not interested called Everything I Learned in Kindergarten. That's not a book, even though it sounds funny and humorous. I'm not interested in it. Something like this, I'd be interested. The World Bible Handbook. Instead, I'm into theology for a lot. I'm trying to fix things with my Anna. I'm trying to be a better person. And then I got him ramming down something that I would not be interested in at all. And by the way, if Annie's watching this, I was checking to see if you were active on Facebook Messenger, because I may check Messenger, but I don't sit there and, type on Messenger. This morning I had a conversation with a few people, but it wasn't women. It was family. And family's like, and Anna, I got a new Bible coming for my birthday. I'm just excited about it, okay? So, and Annie, I love you very much, so I know you're angry with me at something I didn't do. So please, why don't we just fix things and be a happy team? So, on that. Sorry for you viewers. So anyways, today's going to be an interesting day because once, like I said, this is done, I'm going to crack open an apple, relax for a bit, and, one of these days I'll get my bookmark out and I'll start reading this one, I haven't finished my fly fishing book yet. I wanted to finish it today, but I put it down last night because I was tired, plus the fact that when I did get up, and here's the story that continues from yesterday after I finished my video is, I was waiting for Annie to get back to me, and Annie didn't, so I was kind of bummed, but I also was tired, so I put a movie in, and I'm like, on the bed, and I'm like, next thing you know, all of a sudden, boop, 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 and I turned it off. This was like 4. Turned off the phone down to volume reader div, and turned over, went back to sleep, woke up, and I hear, I don't know about you, but I'm hungry, so when you're up, let me know, and I'll make you some food. Because Aaron does make me my dinners, still. So I sent him a message. Yeah, this girl was tired. I don't know what it was, but he's like, yeah, you were up at 5. Yeah, I was tired. I'm good. And he's like, excellent. No problem. So, anyways, tomorrow is going to be the same thingy. It's my day of rest is the weekends, but I will, because it's Saturday at Sabbath, or Sabbath day, as the Sabbath day, and I'm honoring God. And doing a video is not work. I'm going to be cleaning my vacuuming, sweeping my floors, and doing dishes. And the dishes are already done today anyways, because I have to clean a pot to make lunch. So, but anyways, I know how it is. So, and Tuesday, I made time to be paying bills. So bill pay is Tuesday, going into town Tuesday. I might even have to end up going to town on Wednesday, too, for a restock on stuff. So, depends on me and Aaron and what we're doing. But, I do need to go to the dollar store for more gum and more lollipops because I'm really into those. But I also got to take some time and move my butt over to the dentist before it gets too late. And have the dentist pull this tooth here, this tooth out here, this tooth here, and there's teeth on the bottom. So I got 4 teeth that need to be pulled. I should just get it done and just, you know. So one medical bill is going to be done tonight. I got one medical bill that's going to be accumulating, but they bill every 3 months. So technically, it was for a consultation, evaluation with the doctor, and the doctor got done. So it's like my reports and stuff will go to my primary care physician and go to my therapist. So all in all, it's pretty good. So on that aspect, and then I got an email tomorrow night. A doctor on some business to find out if things will get moving, and then it'll be just great, you know. So I'm actually quite content in what I'm doing right now. I'm just relaxing, you know. So and by the way, talking about Ben-Hur, it is a movie by Charlton Heston. It's just the book I hear is pretty good, but Aaron was like, "Yeah, you need to read it," but he never read it, so. He gave it to me to read, and I'm like, okay. But then he wants me to read something else. So it's like, how can I read something else, read something else, read something else, you know? I gotta work on it. I mean, the library, as you can see, you can't see behind the chair. But the library's got other books coming in. Interlibrary loans, and they requested books that they're purchasing. But right now, they stopped checking my list, so... when I do get an email, it's like, oh yes, we've approved or denied your request. Approved or denied. This one's interlibrary loan because we can't get it. So, anyways, there you have it. So, right now, I've talked for longer than I should have. There's nothing much to do and discuss today. My Breath of Fire game I will get in today. I think I'll try to work on level 40 eventually. In between doing Bible time and everything else, you know, I'm running low on gum, so I'm like, yeah, my gum, yeah. And I gotta wait till Monday, so, and even if I don't get to the dollar store in the town I'm going to, I'll pick up a few packs of gum over at Safeway on my way out. And then I'm going to have lunch, which is a shrimp dishy, which, to my darling Anna, I love you very much, and I would never harm or hurt you. You know this. I know you've hurt me a few times mentally, and I've always forgiven you, so I love you. To the rest of you out there, I will let you know eventually on my other channel how this book plays out, since I do book reviews. And this book seems to be the perfect size, and I can review it, so. With that said, everyone, please add and subscribe if you like. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestions, thank you, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you, and may God bless you all.